What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Puckin Around. My name is Jordan, also known as Shot Props. Joining me, as always, we have Ray, aka Firefighter Bets, who will be coming on screen shortly.
I'm on screen.
What's going on, Ray? Good
What's
to
going
see you.
on? Yo. What up? What up?
What's going on? And we also got our other co-host, Tyson, aka Spittin' Picklets, coming at us from the mobile command center. What is going on, Spittin'?
Yes, sir. I mean, this is the best we're going to get for the next few months. So sorry, boys.
That is all right. We shall make it work. Anything that you guys wanted to jump into before we go to our first game?
I just want to say, for me personally, been a little rocky. Win one day, then lose 2 days. Win one day, lose a day. Then just kind of been back and forth. So I'm just trying to get on a streak here.
Very nice, very nice. Yep, it happens. It's the long season, though.
Yep.
We played a long game on this show. So, yeah, that's good to know. We've also got a special announcement. Gator Sports Betting will be joining us on Thursday's edition of the show. So we look forward to that. I think we've all had the chance to talk to Gator on multiple occasions and also join his podcast. So we look forward to having him join us. He knows what he's doing.
His Twitter is Gator_sports_betting. So go give him a follow. He Jordan just said, he does podcasts of his own called Expected Bets 4, and he also drops content and plays, so check him out as well.
Perfect. Thank you. Also, we want to remind everybody, please like, comment, share. All of that fun stuff helps us out. And I guess if you're on YouTube, subscribe as well. And if you're watching on Twitter, welcome. If you do want to join us on YouTube, you can comment and we can bring it up on screen. If not, feel free to continue watching on Twitter. That is all of our housekeeping out of the way. We can jump into it. We may or may not have Spittin' with us. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So as we give him a minute before we jump to our first game, I figure, why don't we take a quick look at the standings, Ray? And let's look at some of the wild card teams, because things at this point in the season, if a team is locked in or confirmed out, we may see a different effort level.
For sure.
So let's be aware of who those teams are. So I'm going to share my screen here.
Yep.
And I've got the standings page up.
Cool.
And we're going to go from there. Okay. It's this one here. Perfect. Okay. So in the Eastern Conference, we've got all of the top 6 teams more or less locked in place.
Yeah.
I don't think a ton is going to change with these top 6. But if we scroll down a little bit, things kind of get interesting. So there's 3 teams absolutely in the mix for these 2 wildcard spots. So the Islanders, Florida, and Pittsburgh. I think targeting all of these teams makes sense. They need to win. They need to score. They need to prevent other teams from scoring. These teams are in the thick of it. So those are 3 teams that you can target, including Rays, Florida Panthers.
We're moving up slowly but surely.
Hey, as of right now, you're in the playoffs.
Yep. Our last 10, we've been great. Our last 10, so let's keep it going.
7-2-1. Yeah. So so those are your 3 in the East that we're going to focus on. And in the West, we've also got a similar thing. The top 6, they can be caught. They're not quite as far as they are in the East, but I would imagine this is going to be your top 6 unless we see something crazy. But again, in the wild card, we've got probably 4 teams that we could consider in the mix.
For sure.
Nashville's still in it. They've got 3 games in hand on these 2 and 3 seeds here.
Yeah, they're right there.
So all of these teams are in it. And again, Ray's second team, the Kraken.
Yeah.
They're there as well. So these are the 4 teams that are in the wild card race. At this point in the year, it might be worth focusing on some of these teams, maybe fading. I don't know how many people are playing props from Chicago or San Jose, but it might get a little bit riskier at this point in the year. So that was just something I figured we should highlight.
Definitely. It's going to come down to the wire for the Eastern Division for sure.
It should be a good race.
Yeah.
Okay, so looks like we got Spittin' back.
What up?
What up? What up? We can jump right into our games. So let me pull that up. Our first game, we have the Carolina Hurricanes at the New York Rangers. The Rangers are a minus 120 money line favorite, and your over-under is set at 5.5. Igor Shesterkin will be in net for the Rangers, and your milestone of the game, Vladimir Tarasenko, is currently sitting at 299 career assists. This is a bit of a tighter matchup. Ray, do you have anything in this one?
Yeah, man. I got two. I'm going with the Rangers ML. I got it at minus 110. They've been playing really, really good their past couple of games, but shortly, Igor, his last 3 games, he has a 1.67 GAA, a .948 save percentage. He's been absolutely killing it. The Rangers are 7-2 in their last 9 meetings, and the Hurricanes are 4-22 in their last 26 trips to New York, which is crazy huge. New York, they've been scoring at will, averaging, I think, 3.8 goals a game their last 10 games. Carolina, they have not been the same since, I believe Svechnikov is their leading scorer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they've been kind of trending down since he's been hurt.
So it's actually Natchez.
Natchez. Okay.
He's the leading scorer, and then Aho and Svechnikov are tied. Are very close. I was looking at it yesterday.
Okay. Gotcha. So, like I said, they're one of their best scorers is out. So obviously their scoring's been down. So I got the Rangers at minus 110. And then my second play is something that's not so public today, which I do like. Sebastian Aho over 2.5 shots on goal. Minus 120. Not the best target against the Rangers, but his chart looks really, really good. His road chart, he's hitting at a 65% hit rate this year. He's cleared 6 out of the last 6, 7 out of the last 10. That looks great. His shot attempts look great as well, averaging 5.8 his last 5 games as well. That's not the best shot attempts, but he's been very consistent for sure, hitting 4 shots on goal his last 3 games. So definitely like Aho today.
Very nice. Very nice. So those are 2 plays from Ray. For some reason, my Aho chart's not showing up. I will have to investigate. But we have Sebastian Aho over 2.5 shots on goal. We also have the Rangers money line. Ray, I saw the money line at minus 120. Would you still play it there?
Yeah, definitely. I played some like minus 125.
Okay, there you go. Perfect. Minus 125 for Ray is where we'll go to on that one. Perfect. Spittin', anything from you in Carolina at New York?
Well, I'm a little happy that I'm not the one that's going to be on Aho today. It's going to be Ray. He's my GOAT. I'm not playing him today because of the matchup, but I love the man. Hurricanes are just not it right now. Like you said, Svechnikov injury has really, really screwed with them. Someone I have been looking at is Natchez, just because of his road splits. I think he's hitting it like plus 70% on the road. I believe it's like 71, 72%. So just crazy. And I believe the Rangers allow the most shots on goal to right wingers, or like that's their highest position that they allow. So that's something I've been looking at. Haven't locked that in yet.
Okay. Very nice. So we've got 2 plays, and that was a lean from Spittin', correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Terrific.
Jordan, I got one more thing before we move on as well.
Let's do it.
One of my favorite parlay pieces today, which I do have it in a parlay piece. So technically I have 3 plays in this game. Zibanejad for a point, man.
Dika.
Absolutely cruising at home. He has, 13 points in his last 7 home games. Against Carolina, he has a point in the last, last 6 meetings, totaling 10 points as well. So I love Mika for a point today as well.
Perfect. Okay, Mika for a point. We'll get the other piece of that parlay coming up soon.
Yep.
All righty. We can move on to our next game. Before we do that, just going to say hey to a couple of our viewers. Adam, good to see you here, buddy.
The GOAT.
Adam, what up, man?
What's going on?
Who's blocking shots tonight, buddy?
Yeah, let us know. We also want to say hi to Millie. What's going on?
Solid.
So those are in the chat. If anybody has any comments, any plays, any questions, drop them in the chat. We'll address everything that we can. Alrighty, our next game. So for whatever reason, the one sheet is not working. I will try to fix it on the fly. We may have to go without it, but I'll see what I can do. Our next game, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets taking on the Washington Capitals. It's the over/under is set at 6.5, and your goaltenders are Daniel Tarasoff taking on Charlie Lindgren with Darcy Kemper out. So those are your goaltenders. Spittin, do you have anything in Columbus at Washington?
I don't. Usually I'd like to target someone playing the Blue Jackets, like a defenseman, but I don't like anything on Washington. I don't like how they've been playing lately. They're kind of playing their way out of the playoffs, so I'm staying off this game.
Yeah, they've been struggling. Ray, how about yourself?
Yeah, man, I got a slight lean, very, very, very slight. I was looking at Johnny Gaudreau over 2.5 shots on goal, -120. Shot attempts are not great, but he's cleared. What is that? Four out of his last four, with 6-4-4-4 and shots on goal. So he's clearing that 3 number by an extra shot, pretty much, which looks good. He also has pretty decent history against Washington as well, clearing 3 out of his last 5. The only thing that scares me is his attempts are just like at 5 pretty much every single game. So like he's not getting that the shot attempts I really do want. But Washington, their last 10 games as well, they're allowing, I believe, like 7th most shots to left wingers as well. So I don't know. I'm gonna do some more research after the show, and if I lock it in, it'll be posted in one of the Discords that I'm in. Jordan.
And Jordan's muted again.
I'm trying to fix that screen behind the scenes.
You should tell me talk longer. I could have just stolen.
No, we're good. We're good. If we don't have it, we don't have it. We'll make do. Okay, our next game. It's a good one. We've got Rays, Florida Panthers, taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. The over/under is set at 6.5, and your goaltenders are Alex Lyon for the Panthers and Carter Hart for the Flyers. We'll go to Ray. Anything for your home team?
Oh, yeah. I just want to announce Sam Bennett is out tonight. Looks like I'm looking at the lineup right now, trying to see. It looks like
Anton. It up on screen.
Okay, if you want to, yeah, that's cool. It looks like Anton Lundell moved up. That's what I'm thinking, because Bennett was on that line too.
Yeah, looks like Lundell's in Bennett's spot, like Ray said.
Yep. So, shot-wise for Florida, don't know. They're on a back-to-back. There is a couple of guys that kind of interest me, but I didn't play any Panthers yesterday, and I probably won't today. But Verhaeghe, his chart looks pretty good. His last 10 games. He's cleared against the Flyers 3 out of the last 5 as well. On top of that, my official play, I'm taking Owen Tippett over 3.5. He is an ex-Panther. I like his chart lately. Love his shot attempts. He's averaging 7.8 his last 10 games. Granted, he's only cleared 5 out of the last 10. He is typically better on the road, but I like the revenge angle today for sure. The guy's been cruising. He's one of Philly's best players right now with Konechny out. So I like him for 3.5, and I believe it's +115.
Okay, very nice, very nice. And Spittin, anything from you?
That was gonna be mine. I haven't played it. I don't know if I am. I just never seem to. Whenever I bet against Philly, I'm wrong. Whenever I bet on Philly, I'm wrong. So, and it's all Millie's fault. We know this. So I'll probably lay off. I do like the revenge factor. Something that kind of boggled me was that he's only cleared to 25% of his home games.
Yeah.
Which that kind of turned me off a little bit, but
that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I do like the revenge factor. For sure.
His attempts just look nuts.
I know. They're so good lately. And like a lot of it, like at the beginning of the year, he wasn't really shooting. So
for sure. And Florida, they were, I don't know off the top of my head, but they gave up so many penalties yesterday.
Yeah.
So I see Tippett firing on the power play.
Yeah, I think Tippett leads the Flyers in power play shots, so it's good.
Okay, sounds like we can move on to our next game.
Yeah, I'm good.
Terrific.
Yes, sir.
Up next, we have the Minnesota Wild taking on the New Jersey Devils. The Devils are a minus 175 moneyline favorite, and the over-under is set at 5.5. No goaltender confirmed for the Devils, but Gus the Bus Philip Gustafsson will be in net for the Wild. Anything from spitting on this one?
Yeah. So I know Ray's on this too, but he's got another play in this game, so I'll let him talk about that one. I'm thinking I'm going Timo Meier over 3.5 shots on goal. He's cleared 77% of his home games this season. That is dating back to San Jose, but as a Devil, he's cleared 6 out of his last 8 and 3 out of 4 at home. So that's pretty good. He's got 54 shot attempts in those games, or in the last 8 as a Devil, and he's cleared in 3 out of the last 4 against Minnesota. And I believe he's on the top power play, and I think power play shots on goal per game over the last 6, he leads the team. So that should be a good look.
Okay, very nice.
And I don't have everything written down because school sucks, but I believe Minnesota's allowing the 3rd most shots on goal to left wingers over the last 10 games.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
8
Even better.
per game. Yeah.
Ray, what did I miss?
No, just something to add to that. I like Timo better on that top line with Bratt and Heischer, because Bratt's not really a shooting wing. Timo's a shooter. Heischer shoots, but we all know Jack Hughes loves to shoot too, so he's not really, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth with Jack on that second line for shots.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's definitely the predominant shooter on that line.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
Heischer's been really good at home, but he was playing with like Palat and Brat, and like they're not shooters.
Yeah, for sure. I'm on that as well. But Jordan did mention Gus the Bus. That guy's been absolute wagon in saves this year. I got him at 28.5. I got it literally as soon as it dropped. I know most people got it at 29.5. I'm glad I was able to get it on at 28.5. I got that on Fliff. I got it at minus 125. But the Devils are taking 35.5 shots in their last 10, and Minnesota allowing 33.7 in their last 10. So Devils at home, they should fire. Minnesota, they're allowing shots on the road. So I like Gus to get to that number for sure. He's not allowing many goals either. As you can see on the screen, he has a .934 save percentage, which is pretty
wild.
Good.
He's played well.
He's pretty much a top 3 goalie, no doubt.
I wish I had that line, man.
Yeah, 28.5 is a snag.
28.5, and what I'm seeing it right now is 29.5 and minus 140.
Oh.
So one more save and more juice. So
damn. Yeah, I saw on Twitter like Gustafsson, he got confirmed. I literally opened up my app and it was there shockingly that quick. Usually it's not there that quick.
Yeah, so you got to wait like
15
minutes at least.
For sure.
You're lucky.
Okay. So should people play it at 29.5 at minus 140?
I'm probably not.
I think he's going to get there. The Devils are going to shoot today. For sure.
So Ray's still willing to play it at the 29.5 minus 140 mark. Quick comment from Adam. Actually, 2 quick ones because I missed one. At a bachelor party this weekend, told the bachelor Tippett, and he bet him to score a hat trick, 40 to 1.
He did too.
What a nice
crazy.
So hopefully you can put that towards the wedding. And Ryan Hartman, great on the road as well. So that's
no
what
doubt.
Adam wants to highlight.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Someone else to look into if you have it on offshores, John Klingberg. I believe he leads the team over the last 7 or 8 games in power play shots on goal, and the Devils, their one area to attack is defensemen. Mm-hmm. So that's a good look if you can find it.
Okay, very nice.
Anything else on this game? Yes, I got one more. I'm looking at my card. I'm like, damn, my card's huge today. But
shocker.
Dougie Hamilton for a point. I got at minus 104.
What?
On my offshore. On regular books, it's around like minus 110, 115. He has a point in 2 out of the last 3 games against Minnesota. His last 2 games, he has won. He has a combined of 3 points in his last 2 games. I think that Devils will score on Gustafsson. His last 2 games, I believe he allowed 8 goals his last 2 games against the Coyotes, and I forgot who the other team was. So he's a team. He's a goalie that can be scored on for sure. Dougie also, his last 10 games, he has a point in 7 out of his last 10. Very involved in shooting. He can score. So I like that angle as well. He will be involved on power play and 5v5 and such. So I like Dougie for a point. I did lock that in at minus 105 or 104, something like that.
Perfect. Okay. So one thing I want to say real quick, I don't know if we're going to get our player sheet back up this show. I'll look into it afterwards. If you're betting anything and you do want to see the player shot attempts that we often reference, highly recommend props.cash. I think we all use it. They have great charts. So we don't have ours going today, but if you're curious, props.cash, great place to check those.
Spin is sponsored by them.
There you go.
Use the code SPITTIN, I believe.
Use the code SPITTIN 25% off.
Perfect.
See, yep. I'm over here advertising for you, bro.
There you go.
Sorry, dude.
I need a cut for everybody that signs up after today.
Okay, you can have 100%.
Oh, okay.
100% of the high fives that I get from them.
Perfect. Okay, let's move on to our next game. We've got a lot to cover.
Did you hear that?
This guy's honking the horn at people.
I'm trying to write stuff down, and I just honk my horn.
Oh my God, it's amazing. People around you are very confused right now.
Oh yeah. Well,
our next game, we've got the Nashville Predators taking on the Buffalo Sabres. Over under set at 6.5, and the Sabres are a minus 155 money line favorite. No lineup notes here, so we can jump right into the play, and no goalies actually either. So we can jump right into plays. Ray, I'm sure you have 8 or 9 plays in this one.
No, I have nothing in this.
Nothing. Okay.
No,
I wasn't expecting that. No problem. And spitting anything from you in this one.
Next.
All right. Easy.
The Sabres are I love to target them, and they've just been bad lately. Yeah. Just really bad. They're allowing a ton of shots, but I also don't target anyone on Nashville. So, especially with no Yossi.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only thing, Novak point could be interesting, but.
Yep, Gretzky cashed that last show.
You got the assist. He played by accident.
Yeah. That's true.
Lucky.
Right. Fair enough. Let's move on. Next up, Ottawa at Boston. Boston's a minus 300 money line favorite. Your over-under is set at 6.5. No goalie notes as of yet. And the only lineup note is David Krejci returns to the lineup. He should be playing on line 2 with Pasternak. I'll pull that up in a minute. Do we have any plays from Ray?
I'll let Spin go. He could be possibly on the same thing. So,
Millie, 10 units on Boston ML.
Yeah,
take it. I dare.
Lock it in.
I
don't have anything for this one, guys. Yeah, I'll let you go, Ray. I feel like all the East teams are just playing each other back to back.
Yeah.
It seems like New Jersey and Tampa did for a while. Now it's Tampa and Montreal and Pittsburgh and New York, and now it's Ottawa and Boston.
They haven't played in a couple of weeks, so.
I thought they just played.
In February.
You're lying.
Yeah. February 20th.
Do you have the score for that one?
Not the score. No.
Okay. No worries. I think we might have lost Spittin.
Okay. Should I just go on with my play then?
Somebody probably took him out for honking.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. I said I had nothing. I'm just.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry, buddy.
Some stuff. No problem.
I missed that. Okay. We're going to go to Ray for Ray's play.
Definitely. I'm on Pasta Man today. He's cleared 5 out of his last 10. Okay, that's cool. Shot attempts last 10, averaging 8.8. Pasta is just pasta. He's cleared 5 out of the last 6 against Ottawa. He's played against Ottawa 3 times this year and cleared in all 3 with 6, 6, and 5 shots on goal. I think he should do his thing tonight. Ottawa, they allowed 40 shots to Pittsburgh last night?
Yeah, I think the goalie had 42 saves. Over 40, we'll say.
So Ottawa, they're on a back-to-back. Sogard may be in net. That guy is not good. I'm praying he is in net because that leads on to my next play. But I did get Pasternak at -115 for over 4.5. Okay. My second play is Hampus Lindholm for a point, plus 125. He has a point in 6 out of his last 10. He's quarterback in the power play. The top power play unit, Ottawa, they're allowing almost the most, or could be the most power play opportunities.
Yeah.
Can we fact check that?
They are very high up. I have your team defensive stats right here.
So number 3.
Yeah.
So I like Boston to get on the power play a couple of times tonight, and I believe Hampus gets that point and cashes that plus money, plus 125 for a point.
Love it. And we got a comment from Adam as well. He likes Pasta and Stutzla. Very nice. For sure. Can't go wrong with either of those two guys.
For sure. Have you seen Brady's? I know you can't bring it up, but Brady's chart against Boston.
No, is it good?
Dude, he's hit 7 out of the last 7 against Boston.
And they're a tough team. Wow.
Yeah. And he's pretty much soaring over that number with 5s and 6s. So if you play Brady, I mean, he's hit his last 4 games. Attempts look really, really good. Not the best matchup target, but if you do play him based off of history, I don't blame you.
Fair.
He could be one of the few guys that hit today for sure.
Yeah, well, I hope that they lose because my parlay piece, if we do a show parlay, is going to be another in regulation money line.
Ooh.
We're good. We're going to do it. I'm going to do Boston in 60 minutes to win at -185. So that's going to be my parlay piece for a lot of the reasons that Ray talked about. Ottawa gives up a ton of power plays. Boston's scoring a ton. They're not allowing many goals. I think they're just going to shut them down. Easy pre-conference game, or easy in-division game, I should say. And, sure. So I like Boston in regulation as my parlay piece. We got a quick question before we move on. Julian, we're about halfway through the slate. If you have any questions about specific players, just ask them, and we will try to address them as we go through. Up next, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning taking on the Montreal Canadiens. Tampa's a -270 moneyline favorite, and your over-under set at 6.5. Samuel Montembeault is confirmed in net for the Canadiens, and Kirby Dach is returning from injury to line number 1. Ray, anything in this game?
No, man. I've been playing so many Lightning players. I'm just kind of fading them today because they're not the best on the road. Mostly Kucherov. I've been playing him so much. Taking a break along with Hedman as well. So yeah, I'm sure Spin would be on one of them.
Fair enough. Let's see if you're right.
I am right. Watch.
Busted. Okay, guess who it is then?
Hedman, of course.
Dang it. It's Victor Hedman over 2.5 shots. -125 I got it at. Listen. I know he screwed us last time. But, day after bets at Skinny J, he's got an account for a reason. I'm going right back to him. He's cleared 4 out of the last 5 with 33 shot attempts in those 5 games. He's better on the road, clearing at 48% on the season. He's cleared 5 out of the last 6 against the Canadiens, who allow the second most shots on goal to defensemen over the last 10. So, yeah. And, he's just he can't let me down again. He won't. He knows.
Love it. Let's go, Hedman. And small, I don't know if I would say this is an error, but helps you out, Spitting. Montreal's actually tied for first.
Ha!
So might have to figure out how to adjust that on my chart, but they are tied.
Yeah, we
for first.
gotta call whoever make those sheets and complain.
Well, yeah, I want my money back.
No shit. Oh, sorry.
And we got a quick note from Jason. What is up, Jay? He's gonna be riding with you.
Yes, sir.
He knows the money. Let's see a bounce back game
Yes,
from
sir.
Victor. Awesome.
I think Sergachev looks good for a parlay piece too, especially being on that power play one. Even though Montreal doesn't give up that many power plays, but he's a good power.
And a revenge game.
Or
piece.
or
Kind
even
of,
the
yeah.
alt, even the alt line at over 2.5 for Sergachev,
Yeah,
Mhm.
why not?
if you can get it. Okay, awesome. We can move on to our next game. Let me switch it up here. Up next, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs at the New York Islanders. Leafs are a minus 125 money line favorite. Your over/under set at 5.5. Ilya Samsonov confirmed for the Leafs, and Ilya Sorokin confirmed for the Islanders. And he plays from Spittin in this one.
So when I was just off camera, I was going through some plays trying to find a parlay piece for later. And I found one that I really like. It's not a parlay piece, it's just a straight play. It's Calle Yarncroc for a point.
Okay.
Plus 105. He just got elevated to the top line with Matthews and Marner. And if you're getting plus money for exposure with those two, seems crazy. Oh, they changed Marner off the line. Still, with Matthews, it's still good.
Still playing with Austin. Looks like they're trying to go a little bit deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
Lander on that third line.
So I believe it's been 3 or 4 games since he's been on the top line. Regardless, he's on a 4-game point streak, totaling 6 points in those games. I looked at it last game and I didn't play it. I haven't locked it in yet because I just saw it. Sorokin kind of scares me because, if it wasn't for Allmark, he might be the Vezina winner this year.
Yeah.
So
He's amazing at home, dude.
Mm-hmm.
He's having a good year.
I know. So just something that caught my eye, but I don't have any other props yet.
Okay, fair enough. Adam says Matthews all day. So he's with you, Spitting. We like the Austin Matthews trade. Ray, anything from you in this one?
No, sir. I got nothing, man.
Perfect. We've got a bunch of games left, so let's keep it moving. Next up, Arizona at Winnipeg. Amazing game. The Jets are a minus 300 moneyline favorite. The over-under set at 6.5. Carl Vamelka in net for the Coyotes. We don't know about the Jets. 2 milestones or potential milestones for the Jets. Patrick, that's not the right
Line
team. No, what? I mixed them up, but I do have one. That's a lie. I have one. Nino Niederreiter, New Jet, playing in game number 800. So that's your fun.
He's been around that long?
It's been around for a while. Yeah, was it 13, something like that, where you got drafted by the Islanders?
The Wild.
Is it the Wild?
Was it? Wait. No, I think you're right. It was the Islanders.
At any rate, that doesn't help us today for our bets.
So that's true.
Let's move on. We'll start with Ray. Anything Arizona at Winnipeg?
It was the Islanders. Anyways, yes. I'm
Thank
going
you.
with Morrissey over 2.5 shots on goal. This guy, oh, man. Every time I play him, he's missing the net wide and all types of crap. But today's a prime matchup for him. He's playing Arizona, who allows pretty much the first or second most shots against Demon. They're allowing 38.3 shots allowed their last 10 games. His TOI is crazy. He's playing pretty much 27 minutes a game as well. Shot attempt 6.6 of last 10 at home. He's only hitting at a 37% hit rate, but last 10 he's hit 70% of the time. So if he doesn't hit tonight, then I don't know what to tell you, honestly.
He's done.
Yeah, because this is the matchup doesn't get any better than this. It really doesn't. They should see plenty of power play as well. So
it's a perfect matchup. And you're right. Arizona first worst in terms of power plays allowed over the last 20. So it should be a great look. Awesome. Spittin', anything from you?
Yes, I have another Jet. I don't even know if I've bet on this guy this year, but it's about time. I'm gonna go Kyle Connor over
No.
3.5 shots.
Hey, there we go.
Uh-oh, I know. So he hasn't been shooting that well lately. He's only cleared in 1 out of his last 5, but he's a home warrior. He's cleared 4 straight, 7 out of the last 10 at home. He's got 75 shot attempts in his last 10. Arizona on the season allowed the 4th most shots on goals to left wingers, 7.06 per game. They also allow 3.8 power play opportunities per game, and he leads the team with 13 power play shots, I believe. And also, in their last 2 road games, they averaged 42.5 shots against the Coyotes.
Wow.
So Connor, he's the main shooter on the power play, main shooter on the team. Hopefully he gets done.
All right. I want to see lots of power plays for both your guys. Hopefully they both hit early. Okay.
We shall see.
Anything else we want to cover in this one?
Oh, I thought I saw something else, but PLD looks good too. History-wise, he's cleared 6 straight against Arizona. PLD, and they're ranked number 1 in worst shots on goal allowed to centers. So I don't know. He hasn't hit much his past couple of games, but if you play him, then
so maybe a sneaky look.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. All right. Our next game, we have the Detroit Red Wings at the St. Louis Blues. St. Louis is a minus 145 moneyline favorite with the over-under set at 6.5. In net, we have Magnus Hellberg taking on Joel Hofer. Hofer?
Offer? I don't know. That guy's been nuts, though.
Yeah, that guy's
been real good.
Yeah, he hasn't punched anybody from his goal crease, so that's good.
That's an improvement.
Big upgrade. Spitten, we haven't gone to you first. Do you have anything in this one?
I don't have anything. Something I wanted to point out, though, it is a David Perron revenge game where he spent most of his season or most of his career.
Yep.
And I believe it's his first game at home. What? What did I say?
Keep going.
I'm done.
You're doing good.
What happened?
I don't know.
I missed it too. Don't worry. Mega revenge game.
Whatever.
Verona too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Verona.
A couple ones. So you're not playing it, but Perron revenge angle could be fun.
Just something I wanted to point out.
Absolutely. Ray, anything for you?
Yeah, I think St. Louis sucks against right wingers too, just to kind of back that Perron angle. But Perron's been trash lately.
Yeah, 7th worst.
Yep, 7th worst.
Yeah, his volume's just been not very good, so I'm not going to play it.
For sure. My piece in this game, so I got Mika Zibanejad over just 1 point, over 0.5, and then Buchnevich for a point as well. If you combine those two together, you get plus 134. Buchnevich, that guy's been killing it. He's hit 9 out of his last 10. At home, he's hit 8 out of his last 10, 67% hit rate. The guy's just literally dishing the puck.
Several multi-point games in there. Yeah. Several multi-point games in there too.
Yeah. And Hellberg is in that. If you look at the screen, 4.07 GA his last 30 days with a .89 save percentage. I see the Blues scoring 3 to 4 goals tonight for sure. And then the play after that, ideally, I want these plays to cash together because I'm also playing Verona for a point. He has a point in 4 straight, totaling 5 points in his last 4 games. His last 6 games, he has a point in 5 of them as well. So going off the revenge angle, hopefully he scores. If not, hopefully, Buchnevich and Verona, pass the puck to Kyrou and he scores. Boom, double cash right there. So that'll be ideal.
Very nice. Okay.
I think Verana's on the top line with Robert Thomas and Kyrou, so I really like that.
Oh, really?
I think he was last game.
Oh, Oh, I really love that.
Yes,
But
sir.
I'm hoping they score on the power play.
Yeah.
Yeah. When there you go.
Oh, wait, he's not even. Oh, also, Krug is out tonight.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Oh no, looked like he's
listed, but
Falk's on that power play 1. So something switched up there, and then Kairu's on power play 2.
So they have it listed. Let me check the source.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their beat writer.
Interesting. Looked like they changed up their power play units a little bit.
Do you just know all the beat writers for every team, Jordan, or what?
I recognize this guy's name. I definitely don't know them all.
He knows all the beat writers, dude.
Yeah, dude. Has to.
Okay, I think we're good there.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Moving on. 3 games left. Rays backup team. The Seattle Kraken are taking on the Dallas Stars. Dallas is a -165 money line favorite with the over/under set at 6.5. Joey Decord in net for the Kraken, taking on Jake Ottinger for the Stars. And your milestone of note, Jason Robertson currently sitting at 99 career goals. Ray, anything for your backup team?
Yeah, I'm gonna be short and sweet. Vince Dunn for a point, because why not?
Yep.
This will be their 3rd meeting against Dallas in literally the past week, and he had 4 points in those 2 games against Dallas. So let's keep on going. He has a point in 10 out of his last 10 games, totaling 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 points in his last 10 games. So why not just go back to it?
There you go. And we've got our resident St. Louis Blues fan with some extra notes for us. So he says this was in reference to Torrey Krug. He's playing. So
Okay.
we do have confirmation.
Appreciate it,
from the backup beat writer, Adam. And he also said before you started saying this, he said the same thing. Vince Dunn, point and move on. Before we move on, and we'll give Spittin a chance.
Yeah, don't disrespect my boy.
Anything you want to say?
What the heck? Yeah, I mean, if you know anything about me, I think I have like 3 goats this year. It's Sebastian Aho, JT Miller, Jared McCann, and I paired 2 of them up in a parlay. One of them is Jared McCann. He's cleared 8 out of the last 9. He shoots better on the road, clearing at 50% this season. 5 of the last 6 on the road with 72 shot attempts over those last 10. Dallas, I think, allows just under 3 power play opportunities per game, and he leads the team with 13 power play shots on goal. When they just played twice this last week or whatever it was, he had 5 shots in one game and a goose egg in the other. So let's hope for another repeat of the 5 shots on goal in a location where he shoots more.
Perfect. Love it. Jared McCann.
This is a big game for Seattle too. So
why is that, Ray? Tell the people.
I mean, just to keep their playoff spot. I mean, they're right on the outside of the wild card right now.
No, they're in.
Are they in?
There's no they didn't drop out. Calgary has sucked.
So they're in a wild card spot right now.
Okay, they're in a wild card. Okay.
But yeah,
I'm thinking about the East. That's in a crazy battle. My bad.
No worries.
Yeah.
And Ben is saying he's parlaying basically both of your plays and putting them together. Ben, we definitely like that one.
Vince Dunn also cleared his shots line of the over 1.5 in 5 straight at least.
Yeah. Yes.
I just don't think Dallas allows too many shots on goal to defensemen.
They are.
He's been ripping it though.
They're about medium. I mean, wouldn't force it.
Yeah.
Very nice, Ben. Okay. Anything else before we move on? Hearing nothing.
Can you check Dallas? How many shots they allowed to the left wingers over the last 10?
Absolutely.
They're actually at the bottom, like 28th.
30th. 4 per game.
That's good. We only need 3.
I like that.
I mean, I think we said it before. The shots by position chart is just one metric. If you have a player who's playing lights out like Jared McCann is now, this is not gospel. You can deviate from this. So, yeah, don't worry, folks. Jared McCann, still a great play.
Are you telling me not to pick shots just based off of this chart?
I wouldn't solely. I wouldn't base solely on it.
Dude, that's what I've been doing this whole time. Oh my gosh.
Well, now we know. And moving on to our next game. Calgary at Anaheim. Calgary's a minus 220 money line favorite. The over-under set at 6.5. John Gibson will be in net for the Ducks, and that is all we know as of right now. Ray, anything from Calgary?
Unfortunately not, man. No, I don't know.
That's all right. We don't force plays. We don't force plays. Spitting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have anything either. Like, usually there's someone that you like on the other team that's playing Anaheim, but I just don't today. You know, maybe Toffoli, if he was at 2.5, he got the bump. Don't really like that. Something I might play if the line drops a little bit is Gibson saves. So I believe it's like 35.5 right now, and that's just too high. So yeah, that'll be a later play if anything.
Okay, very nice, very nice. We do have one question before we move on to our final game. Julian asks, Vatrano, Zegras, and Terry under 2.5 shots. He's leading. Any thoughts on those ones? Does anybody recall those players? So
I don't bet there's.
Yeah.
Really.
I'll say, Julian, we don't bet a ton of unders here, unfortunately, unless it's on a total. But I will say the matchup is definitely right. Let's take a look at positions that Calgary's specifically good against.
I don't like Calgary's good defensively, but I think they don't allow a lot of shots is because they just shoot so much.
Yeah, they're controlling possession.
Yeah.
I would say it looks like centers and defense are the two that they're best against. So of the list, it might be Zegras you'd want in.
Zegras,
Yeah.
But I was just looking at Zegras. Yeah, he's hitting 48% at home this year.
Mm-hmm.
He's cleared 5 out of his last 10. Honestly, I wouldn't even bother. And Zegras attempts look good too. So
okay, so it's
like we said, like there's so many games today. Like you should be able to find like other looks.
Yeah.
And, I think that's a kind of philosophy that all of us share. Is we just don't really love playing unders on those, but they can be profitable. So if you feel good about it, we always, if you like to play it. But it's not something that our group would be playing today.
I played one under this season. It was Kopitar under 2.5, and he cashed in the first period. I was like, well, of course.
What is it? I was considering.
I remember, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
like,
sure.
never again.
I've done that the same thing. Julian, anytime. We're glad to have you here. And Adam, John Gibson. This is one thing probably worth addressing before we move on. John
33.
Gibson, 33.5 saves at DK. He's been clearing it.
I like that.
That doesn't look bad at all.
Mm-hmm. I'd play that.
Gibson's he's not that bad. He's just
but they get
bad
lit up.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So good. You put him on a Stanley Cup contender, they're winning the cup. Like, I would say, like he's a top 5 goalie, just skill-wise.
Skill-wise, for sure. I've seen that guy make some crazy saves, and look how many shots he's pretty much saving a night, which is absurd.
Get him out,
allowing 3 goals.
Yeah. So, I think that's a decent look. 33.5.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. All right. Our final game of the evening. Spittin's Vancouver Canucks are at home taking on the Vegas Golden Knights. The Golden Knights are a minus 130 money line favorite, and your over-under is set at 6.5. I didn't have any goalie information when I wrote out my notes. I'm just going to see if we've got anything now. We do not, but Thatcher Demko is likely for the Vancouver Canucks. Spittin, your home team. We'll go to you first.
Oh, man. We're a wagon right now. I don't understand. We beat the Kings when we have like 6 shots after 2 periods, which makes no sense. They're fighting for the number 1 in the Pacific. But we lose to the Coyotes. Like, are you kidding me? What is wrong with this team? I don't understand. I don't really get it. I mentioned it earlier. One of my goats this year, JT Miller at home. I paired that up with Jared McCann. I got that this morning. Paired them up plus 170, which is crazy value. JT's cleared 16 of the last 20 at home with 51 shot attempts in those 10 home games. He's cleared 4 out of the last 6 against Vegas, who allow the second most shots on goal to centers over the last 10. I believe it's somewhere in the 13s. Vegas allows sub 2 PPOA per game, so not a lot of power plays. But when they do get on the power play, JT Miller shoots. He leads the team with 10 power play shots over the last 10 games. So that's my play with McCann plus 170.
Miller and McCann.
Yeah.
I think McCann do it.
Nice.
Thank you.
Miller can.
Miller can do it.
Miller can.
And Ray, anything from you in this one?
Yeah, I played this, what was that, 2 days ago, this past weekend. I played Riley Smith for a point against Columbus. Cashed in like first or second period. I'm running it back today. Demko is in that, which he has been actually playing a lot better than he was previously.
I'm just going to interrupt you. I remember a couple shows ago, you said he's ass. You said he was horrible.
That was before his injury. When he came back, the guy's been playing lights out since he came back. What? That was 8 games ago when I called him trash.
Brother.
He
took it to heart.
Prior to those 8 games, he was bad. The past 8 games,
Bob.
Yeah, Thatcher's watching.
100%.
Thatcher is watching, bro.
I hate Bob. Anyways, my play is Riley Smith for a point, minus 108. I think Golden Knights score at least 2 to 3 goals tonight. Like I said, Demko has been good, but I'll give him 2 or 3 goals, and Riley Smith will be involved. He's on the top power play. He's on line 2. He has a point in 9 out of his last 10 games. He has a point in 3 out of the last 3 against Vancouver as well, totaling 4 points in his last 3 visits. So I like Riley Smith for a point tonight.
Perfect. Awesome.
So Biskey actually went back even farther, and he has he's on an 8-game point streak against the Canucks.
Oh, love it. Yeah. Even better.
So he lights us up. I do like that one a lot, especially at the minus 108. Is that what you got it at?
Yeah, minus 108.
Yeah.
And he's on a crazy streak, so that's crazy value.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
Mm-hmm.
And Vancouver, who allows the most goals right now?
Not us.
You guys were at the top at one point. Now, not anymore.
We're like bottom.
Yeah, they're out of the.
Because of Demko.
They're the best.
Oh,
bang!
Oh,
woo!
Oh, you guys literally went from first to 32nd. I'm not gonna lie, in the 8 games.
You know why? It's because Demko, the guy you said was bad.
Oh, look, Florida's on there. Oh, thank you. Let's go, Bob.
Okay, so Riley Smith for a point. He's still on fire. It's still Vegas.
I also want to talk about Shea Theodore. That's something I've been looking at all day as well. He crushes the Canucks. He hasn't been hitting lately, so that's something I might play like close to game time.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Keep an eye on that. We got a couple comments. Let me get these. Adam is saying Kuzmenko goal and Pettersson assist. It happened last time. It's happening again tonight. So that's going to be Adam's sneaky same game parlay if you're interested. Awesome. And we have one question from Julian Meyer. Who's on Meyer? Is that Ray?
Both of us.
We're
both on Meyer.
Can we do a quick recap on Meyer for Julian?
I believe Spin did the write-up on Meyer, so go ahead.
Oh, shoot. Okay. He's cleared 77% of his home games this season. I know that, majority of it was with the Sharks, but even as a Devil, he's cleared 3 out of 4 at home and 6 out of his last 8. He's got 54 shot attempts in those last 8 games as a Devil. He's cleared 3 out of the last 4 against Minnesota, and Minnesota allows the 3rd most shots on goal to left wingers, I believe it was, somewhere around 8 shots on goal per game.
Correct,
so, And now he's on the top line with Heischer and Brat.
That.
Yeah. So those like Brat's not a shooter. Hischier was only a shooter when there were no other shooters on his line. So Meyer becomes the main shooter. So that's why.
Perfect. Thank you very much. There you go, Julian. So that we like Meyer in that one. That brings us to the end of the games. We will finish with our parlay in a moment if we have pieces. Before we get to that, let's go to Spittin' first. Spittin', where can the people find you and your work?
Spittin' Picklets on Twitter, Picket, in the Better Ways Discord. Yeah, I'm in school right now, so I'll try to get to you if you have any questions, but can't guarantee.
All right. And Ray.
Yeah, you can find me in the Better Ways Discord as well. Also, the Smash Pros, where we do projections and cheat sheets and stuff like that. You can follow us on at the Smash Pros on Twitter. You can also find me on Picket at Firefighter Bets along with Twitter. Appreciate
Perfect. And like the other gentleman has said, you can also find me in the Better Ways Discord. Link to join is in the YouTube description. It is free. You can also find me on Twitter and Picket, the same handle at ShotProps. And check out shotprops.com if you like NHL data. Got a couple interesting cheat sheets that are interactive. You can sort them, filter them with who's playing. So that's been something that I've been working on. To the parlay. Do we have our pieces? Ben says, thank you. Ben, thanks for joining us. Glad to have you. Hope you can join us on Thursday. Ray, do you have your parlay piece?
I do. I just want to say one more thing. Hey, we appreciate any positive feedback. If you guys want to see something, if we can make something better, if our mics are, acting out, just let us know, DM us or, get in the comments and, comment. So, but my parlay piece will be Carter Verhaeghe for a point.
All right. Hometown Verhaeghe for a point.
Yep. Just to the reason why I'm doing it, he has 8 points in his last 5 games. He's on power play 1. Flyers have the worst penalty kill in the league. They should see some power play time. I like him on that line too with Tkachuk and not anymore Bennett, but they got Lindell centering the line. So I believe he scores today or, has an assist on the power play.
Perfect. Here, I'm going to pull this off as well. Awesome. So we're getting Verhaeghe for a point. Mine is going to be Boston in 60. As I mentioned earlier, I think that they easily handle Ottawa to back-to-back for them.
For sure.
And Boston's been playing lights out all year long. I don't think they want to lose an in-division game towards the end of the season. So I'm taking Boston in regulation. And cool. I'm assuming Spittin' might be pulling his play together right now. So we'll just give him a minute. And
Hi.
Welcome back.
I don't know. I was trying to look for someone for a point. I might go. I don't even know if I want to do this, but I like the Sergachev shots at 1.5.
Yep.
But I'm already on Hedman. Do I want to double dip with the
dip, bro?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They could both hit.
They did the other night, twice.
All right, let's do it then. Sergachev.
Let's do it.
Perfect. So we will tweet out the odds for that play. What did we hit one last week?
We hit one, and we came up short on Thursday. Unfortunately, Tyson.
We're not naming names.
I was not naming names.
Don't throw anybody.
I was gonna say, don't make that face, man. We came up short. It was looking good, and we're gonna bounce back today.
We're getting it today. Yep. So Verhaeghe for a point, Sergachev over 1.5 shots, and Boston in regulation, or Boston in 60, if that's how it's written on your book. We will tweet out the odds of that. Thank you for watching, everybody. Good luck tonight, and we will see you soon.
What's cash?